Hello. So right now I'm going to talk about Zechariah chapter 8 verses 9 and 10. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of the Lord of hosts was laid, that the temple might be built. For before these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men every one against his neighbor. So so there are times when it's bad. Like, okay, in America or any developed country, you think about, like, yay, we're in peace, right? We don't have a lot of problems. We're not all up in each other's throats or on edge or anything like that, right? Right? Because prosperity does bring certain beneficial qualities, and you don't really get to see people at their worst in America. There are some crazy people. We do have active shooters. We have some issues, but the crime level is actually nowhere near as high as it's been historically throughout the world. We have a lot less crime now. I know a lot of people, some people just don't understand that, but yeah, we do. We have a lot less crime now than we used to have a long time ago. So this leads to the wrong conclusion that human nature is good. Yeah, we live in a very prosperous society, and because of that, some people really do think that. They think because of evolution and Darwinism that man will continue to rise up and we'll have some great, because we've had great accomplishments and we as a people have become better, and we're past that. But there, and everything looks fine, and then all of a sudden, some crazy guy decides to start a war, and we've got two now. We have two wars going on now. So yeah, so you think everything's great until it isn't. So right here it says, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction, for I set all men, every man against his neighbor. So everybody's at each other's throats. People don't really trust each other. People are on edge because the economy is bad. So when the economy is bad and everyone's poor, then you have higher crime. People do stuff. So when you have, like, developing countries or underdeveloped economies, and you go to those places and people act a little different, it's not because they're worse people. It's because of the country they're living in. The world that surrounds you is going to affect you. Obviously, the environment you're in is going to affect you. And now you're still responsible for your actions, but you have to understand that your environment is going to shape you. So that's why we have some people have this misconception that we live in this utopia, or well, at least we're getting closer to a utopia. But that's not true. Human nature is very corrupt, very evil, and if you were born under different circumstances, you might be a completely different person, act very differently. So that's why atheists have this a lot of times have this wrong misconception about human nature. It's because of the environment we're in. If you're in a good environment, it's very easy to be good. Very easy to be good when you're in a good environment. So let's see. But yeah, let your hands be strong, because despite whatever the circumstances is, the bad, the good, eventually it's going to be even better. Because if you're a Christian, you're not really focused on this world. You're looking for the future. And unfortunately, some people think they're rich and wealthy, but as it says in Revelation 3, near the end of Revelation 3, it says that you think you're rich, but you're actually poor, miserable, and naked. So that's a lot of them. That's a lot of Americans. That's a lot of people in developed countries. They think everything's great, and yeah, it might seem that way for a time, but it's all a facade. It's all a facade. So one day we're going to find the true utopia in heaven, and that's what we're looking forward to. As a Christian, you're looking forward to that future in heaven with God, with Jesus. This world, it's fallen. Even if it seems great now, it's very easy for it to revert back to this animalistic, cannibalistic. I'm making, allegorical, not literally cannibalistic, but like people are at each other's, throats, basically, in each other's face. Very, very psychotic, toxic relationships that people have. So, so that's what we're looking forward to. Because right now, this isn't the best. This isn't heaven. We all know that this isn't heaven. So that's what we're looking forward to. So anyway, so let your hands be strong. That's basically what I focus on. Like if you are kind of in this bad mood or depressed, that still let your hands be strong. So focus on verse 9. That by the mouth of the prophets you can hear good words, and that you can look forward to his glorious appearing in the future. That's why this channel exists. To educate people on biblical topics from the Bible, not from a worldly perspective, but literally from a biblical perspective. So I like to focus on church history and other topics like that, just so that Christians become more educated, because there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Satan is very interested in telling you the wrong things. So now you can test my words. You can test the spirits. Everything I say, you can test against the Bible. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic now. So I think we're good. But anyway, I'll be making more of these. I will try to post daily. So yeah, I'll see you next time.